Hello, everybody. Jerry here once again. This is episode number 2 of Just Journos. We've had Jack and Justin on for a pilot episode and Chrissy on episode 1. Today's special guest of a podcast is Tanish Prabhu, one of my great mates from Sportsdesk who I do radio with every week. And yeah, we've formed a formidable friendship and I'm sure this will last for many years to come. How are you going today, Tanish?
Hi, thanks for having me on. I'm going well. Yeah, it's been a pretty nice day. It was raining early morning and now it's sunny, typical Melbourne weather.
Yeah,
But I'm having a good day.
that's good, mate. Sunny days are always nice in Melbourne because you rarely get them during the winter. Tell us about your day so far. What did you get up to?
Well, I woke up a little later than usual, which is nice on a nice sunny day.
Yeah, what time
nice
was
Sunday. I think it was like 9:30.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
But I just basically had to put my clothes in the washing, so I did the washing.
Nice. Yeah.
Made myself some breakfast. Helped my dad pick up the groceries from downstairs because there was a lot of stuff.
Pretty
to take.
heavy.
Yeah, that's why I came a little late.
Yeah, no stress at all. Man.
And yeah, now I'm here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's good. Excited to chat all things journalism and just like life in general, Tanish. So
Yes,
it'll be fun,
absolutely,
man. Yeah.
absolutely excited.
And speaking of life, obviously growing up, everyone has different experiences growing up. Do you want to touch on your journey growing up, like where your family's from, your cultural heritage and background as well, Tanish?
Yeah, my family's from India. So most of them live in Mumbai and Goa. We're from like the small, tiny village areas. And yeah, so my parents moved to Australia in 1997 when they got married. My dad moved in 1990.
Wow. Same as my mum. She
yeah.
came here in 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they lived in Hobart for a few years until they decided to move to Melbourne. And I was born in Melbourne, which is nice.
Lovely, yeah.
So yeah, I've lived here my whole life, and I'm what other people would say a little different to all the other Indians, all the other Indian fellas.
Yeah, well, very different in a unique way, Tanish. Like,
Yeah,
don't get me said, like, you've self-actualized and really loved your cricket, just like a lot of Indians do, but you also have that Australian flavour growing up in Australia as well.
yeah, absolutely. It is. It's nice to be on both sides,
Yeah,
and then
for sure.
grow up in the Aussie culture, which I
Yeah.
truly love.
And would you say you're immersed in the Indian culture as well? Like, you go to, like, Indian festivals or parties whenever, like, Diwali happens each year, or...
I used to do that a lot.
Yeah, when you were younger.
Nowadays, I mean, if my parents have something, I'll have it. I'll be at home because I don't probably because some of my mates are not available maybe to go out.
Yeah, for sure.
So I basically like on my own nowadays. So I basically like I'm still part of the culture, but I consider I just want to be like away from it. I want to be like part of the Aussie culture nowadays.
Yeah. No, I love that, man.
And it's nice because back before uni I thought like Aussie culture is something I love. I'm part of. It's who I am.
Yeah, exactly.
But as soon as I joined uni and have had a lot of like Indian mates, I realized
You can have both worlds, yeah.
yeah, and I sort of missed a bit of that Indian culture, and I started like celebrating a few of these holidays with my mates.
Yeah,
which I don't really do much at home, but
Yeah.
but it's nice to be on both sides of the story because like you don't want to be too Australian, but you don't want to be too Indian either.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your identity in both ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can relate that to you.
Yeah.
And are you bilingual? Do you speak Hindi as well? Or?
Nah. I spent 12 years studying Japanese at school, so I speak a
so
bit
you're
of Japanese.
pretty fluent in Japanese, or would you say
I lost it, but I used to speak a little bit of
like
Japanese.
the basic greetings and like getting around the city and all that? Yeah.
I mean, if I went to Japan for a holiday, I think I'd do well for myself.
We should go to Japan. Yeah, that's one of my holiday spots I'd love to go.
Yeah, it'd
It's a
be
pop
fun.
culture, as you know, I love pop culture.
Absolutely, yeah.
And how big of an influence have your parents had on your life growing up?
That's an interesting one. I'll be honest. It's not really my parents. It's more like my my great uncle and my dad's uncle and my mum's brother.
Yeah.
My uncle, who've had a big influence in my life in terms of family.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Yeah. So my dad's uncle is like a happy-go-lucky guy.
What do you mean by that?
Like he's an outgoing.
Oh,
he's
gotcha.
he's like a very he's a adventurous person.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
And he's a young guy for a guy who he acts young, and he lives like a young person for a guy who's nearly in his 70s.
There you go. Yeah.
So he's such a fantastic fella. And I just love and admire the way he is. When I last met him in 2022, when I finished school, I went over to his place, had some lunch, and they've and he and my great aunt were lovely people. They still are, and we've had some great memories together when I was young and over the years.
Yeah, I love how you're still connected to your culture, and your family, similar to me, mean a lot to yourself. It's important to keep that family and friendships, for life, because when you're in times of need, they're there to support you. And it's a good segue onto your education journey, Tanish. So obviously, knowing your background, you went to Wesley College. I've had a few mates who went there, and one's an actor now, one's doing design. But can you tell us about your experiences going to a pretty esteemed school, and maybe the high expectations of how Wesley treats their students?
Yeah. When I first went to Wesley, I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed the first 7 years of my time at Wesley.
Yeah.
2016 was probably the most memorable time.
Grade 6, yeah.
Yeah, grade 6. Yeah. Most memorable time of my journey in school, because I was in class with a lot of my mates.
For sure,
which was unfortunate in year 7 onwards, because I didn't have any of my mates in that class. But it happens.
Yeah.
But 2016 was a great time, because it was basically the last year of what I would call middle school, and and from 2017 onwards, it was just like a different journey for me. So 2016 was great. I had a lot of my mates with me. We had a good time throughout the year, not just in school but outside of school. It ended with me falling down the stairs.
Like, did someone push you?
No. I distracted myself and fell down the stairs from top to bottom at the music school with my trumpet case on there, and I think I fell on someone's shoe. Which was fine, because I myself ran to the nurse's office, which was like about 10 minutes from the music school, and it was bleeding so much. So it was raining.
Yeah.
And I was like hiding the cut and the wound, and no teacher noticed it. And I just went off to the music school, and two of my best mates, they basically looked after me. They noticed that I was missing a class because I had an injury, and then I remember this was also the same year we had that thunder asthma stuff going on, that event, and when I went to the hospital, they were more important than me, so I actually had a delayed surgery, and then it took a long time for me to process what happened, and then.
So what type of injury, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so I've never had a sporting injury, and I've never broken a bone before.
Yeah.
But I split my kneecap.
Oh shit.
And part of the skin sort of like fell off, and
far out, bro.
To this day, I cannot like completely bend my bend down on this leg, because when I do, I can feel the bone. I can still feel the bone now, but I can feel the bone whenever I'm bending, and when I'm fielding, I always use this leg. That's why I've
to get the ball. Yeah.
And that's why I've had trouble fielding a lot.
Sorry to hear that, Tanish. I didn't know what happened to you until you shared it. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah,
but
it's just life. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I missed graduation and what we called exhibition. Yeah, year 6 graduation and exhibition.
What is exhibition?
It's like a personal project sort of thing.
Oh, okay, like an inquiry project.
Yeah.
In primary school.
Yeah, because we did my group did natural disasters.
Right.
On all that, and I missed out on that because my dad went to India and my mum didn't want to go alone, so she had thought we'll go together.
Yeah.
And I had missed out on a whole season of cricket.
Oh, geez,
not because of the trip, but also because of this.
Yeah.
And I had trouble like walking properly. I was limping for most of the trip, so it wasn't pretty, but it was a nice year for me. It was a very nice year with my friends.
Yeah.
And despite, Rising Pune Super Giants losing the final in 2016 and 2017.
Is that your team?
It was when Chennai were banned for 2 years for fixing.
Shit, yeah.
Rising Pune lost in 2017. And I think Collingwood had a pretty tough year as well.
Yeah.
Other than that, after after 2016, things just suddenly changed.
Yeah.
And I had a really bad few years in school. In terms of, I was bullied every year, but it was
I'm really sorry because
yeah.
I can relate with getting bullied in like uni. So
Yeah. But no, I was constantly bullied a lot in ways that I could never have imagined. Like not physically, obviously, it was a nice posh
it's a
school,
lot verbal,
but it was more verbal and
behind your back.
Behind my back. And I remember specifically 2021. I started using TikTok, so I started like making all this content.
Yeah, and
which was
we'll
lovely.
respect you for putting yourself out there.
Absolutely, and I started getting absolutely hammered. Sure, I made a few mistakes myself, but I got absolutely hammered online. I got verbally abused online. Then I had some problems at home, which I always had. But I had more problems at home, and I had more problems at school. But I had some support at school and some support online.
So you had problems at home and at school. So like both environments. So I can it's hard because we're pretty similar in that aspect. I can relate to both, as you know. Well, I'm not going to touch on what happened to me at the moment. But but it's tough, man.
You're supposed to like you're not supposed to when you tell someone that there's a problem, that you have a problem, they're not supposed to like you don't expect to tell them straight away. They expect you to ask, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And that never happened with at home. At school, okay, I was called a liar back in the day, so I lied about a lot of things, but I got a lot of support in the end. It was a really daunting few months for me in 2021, especially when going into the final year. I did well in my exams in year 11, but it was a very daunting final couple of years. Final couple of years actually. Yeah, year 10 was not so bad, but it was still a daunting few years. But mostly the last couple of years it was really bad. And in year 12, halfway, I just gave up on my studies, and I thought, I just need the freedom. I really need the freedom, and I really need to get out of this. So once school finished, I really couldn't care less what ATAR I got. I really couldn't care less what had happened. I'm really happy that I got out of school.
Yeah.
Because all the people that I talked to, all the people that I saw there, I never really wanted to see again.
Yeah, that's tough. Because me, for my high school journey, was so different. I love the school there. I went and the teachers that come in my 20. Yeah, it's so different. But like, we've obviously, sorry to cut you off, but we've
That's fine.
Year 12, like, how did your subject selections influence your journalism career? Like, what subjects did you do, even though you said you hated it, but like...
No, I didn't hate my subjects.
Yeah, it was more of a people,
it was more the certain people that... Certain people from a couple of different year levels.
Yeah. What subjects did you do?
So I did legal studies, which was actually quite nice. It was quite nice to learn law.
Yeah,
it was
important with journalism, the law side of it. To an extent, like...
In a way.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed learning about it because it helped me gain knowledge.
Yeah.
Psychology was one of my favourite subjects.
Yeah.
Math, I truly hated, but I didn't have a choice.
Did you do further maths? Or? Yeah.
I did further math, but I wanted to do history, and my parents made me do math instead.
Alright.
I did English is obviously compulsory.
Yeah, everyone has to do it. Yeah.
And biology. So I did those 5 subjects in year 12.
Yeah.
And I stuck with biology because I enjoyed natural selection and all the genetics and all that. That was fun. Yeah. Other than that, it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
Psychology was my favorite because I actually learned more about the brain and how things worked in the body.
Yeah.
Somehow I got a better study score in legal studies than I did in psychology.
Oh, but you put more effort in psychology. Is that what you mean?
No, I put more effort in legal studies and psychology than I did in biology and.
Well, you have your bottom 2, which you don't put as much effort into. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And other than that, I still decided I'm gonna give up halfway through the year. I thought this is not for me. And as soon as the T20 World Cup was on in 2022, when I went to watch I don't know why I went to watch India-Zimbabwe. It was a bad idea. I should have just studied. But
did India win that day?
Yeah, it was comfortable.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But like when I watched India-Pakistan, I was very happy, and my mum's like, "Now it's time to study. You've got what you wanted. You're good." I was like, "I agree with that."
Yeah.
And went to watch India-Zimbabwe with a few of my mates, and then I was like, okay. I've basically decided the 2022 World Cup is my final straw. I'm done with it. I'm just gonna fucking give up with it.
Oh, damn,
I've decided this is it. I'm gonna stick with the World Cup. I care about this, and I care about just my freedom.
Yeah. I
And
completely understand.
Had to figure a way out.
Yeah.
So I studied hard.
But you still finished your year 12 and got your
Absolutely.
VC certificate.
Absolutely.
You should be very
Absolutely.
proud of that.
Very happy because from where I stood at school, I had absolutely no idea if I was going to finish school.
Yeah.
I had absolutely no idea where I was going to go to after school.
Yeah.
And and I'm very proud of myself. Now I look back, I'm very proud that I finished school despite all the challenges challenges.
Oh, it's unimaginable what you went through. Obviously, year 12 was a hard year for me with personal issues in my family as well. So I could have deferred and finished it the year after, or just not complete it, or go unscored. But I was always gunning for the score to get me into journalism, which I did get into.
Yeah.
And speaking of journalism, Tanish, do you want to talk about your journey getting into Deakin and Bachelor's of Communication major in journalism, and how much you love that course, Tanish?
Yeah, I love the course a lot. I love current affairs. I love the news. I love politics.
Yeah.
And I love my sport, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But I didn't get into Deakin straight away. I actually got into Latrobe. So
that's in Bundoora.
Yeah, that's the only.
Ethan went there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Ethan went there. Ethan tells me he loves it a lot.
Yeah.
Basically, I think Latrobe was the only university that wanted me.
Yeah.
Considering my ATAR.
Yeah.
And I decided that I won't do uni straight away. Smart. Because I didn't want to do any exams or assignments again for another year. So I thought I'll go straight into this thing called Cedar College.
Yes,
Not Cedar College, but
do you
Cedar.
Want to explain what Cedar do?
Yes. So Cedar is basically like a TAFE course in a way.
Yeah.
My dad sort of encouraged me to do it. He thought it would be fine. I mean, he said it was a good thing to get some experience on for the future. Yeah. And I basically did a course at Cricket Australia.
Yeah.
And it was a very interesting course, and I thought I'd meet some cricket nuffies. I was very much wrong about that. But I quite enjoyed it. It was an interesting experience coaching kids at schools and doing business. I didn't really get an internship at Cricket Australia while I was there, but I did learn some interesting things from like a lot of people, like Sam Harper's dad. Very nice guy, very lovely guy.
Was he one of your teachers?
He wasn't. It wasn't one of my teachers. He was just a guy who helped out with our coaching.
Yeah, gotcha.
So Sam Harper was there. Paran First 11, Matt Wilcox. Shout out to him. He was such a lovely fella. And all the lads who helped me out with my coaching, because I didn't have any confidence with anything.
Yeah.
Especially that year, but one thing for sure is that I did have my freedom.
So this was 2023, right?
This was 2023,
yeah.
and as soon as I got to the end, I got myself a Cricket Australia certificate signed by Nick Hockley.
Oh wow! And that's a CEO, right?
Yeah, a former CEO.
Former CEO, yeah.
And we graduated, and it was such a lovely year with such great people. Who it's hard to get in contact with them because they live so far away, 1 or 2 hours away.
Oh wow! Yeah.
So, but from there, I actually wrote a really nice piece that got me into Deakin. So a nice application that got me into Deakin. From there, I started working on my podcast.
Do you want to shout your podcast out now?
Yeah. So to those who are interested in cricket, I want to shout out. I want you to all follow Stump for Answers on Spotify. It's a nice podcast where we talk about cricket. And also my Instagram, Tanish Prabhu forwards, where I post sports content whenever I can.
And he gives great insight, everyone. Like a lot more insight than I'd probably do, but like it's really inspirational to see how much work Tanish puts into his craft. So
keep it up. And this guy's a legendary basketball tennis fanatic as well. I love my basketball and tennis, but I love my tennis more. But
so do I.
Yeah,
which we'll touch on very shortly, Tanish.
Yes, and then finally I got into Deakin. But it was still a tough journey because as I was on my own, I had no idea how I'd fit in. But all my friends, they support me, they help me out, and I thoroughly enjoy the course I'm doing, and I really enjoy the university I'm at. Yeah. So it's a really good experience, and I'm very, very privileged and grateful to be there.
What's one word to describe your experience at Deakin so far? If you had to limit it to one word.
I think it's that's a tough one. I want to say it's a success so far.
Oh, I love that.
It's a success because I'm learning a lot out of it, and I'm getting a lot of experience out of it because from the course I'm doing, from everything, all the relationships I've gained, and all the clubs I've been to, and I'm also a president of my own club, the Deakin Cricketers Club.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to them too, or well, my own club.
Your own club, yeah.
But I think I've learned a lot as a leader, and with my confidence that Deakin has helped me with this stuff. The people have helped me with this stuff, and my future is definitely bright.
Yeah, of course it is. If you keep working hard, good things will come. And if you love what you do, you never work a single day in your life. If you heard that saying before.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. It's a good segue into sports now. Obviously, we're radio presenters on the Sportsdesk. We love a variety of different sports. Tanish is a cricket expert. He watches IPL from like 3 a.m. to like 6 a.m.
Nah, it's 12:30 till 4 or 5 o'clock.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's amazing how passionate he is about cricket, just like how I love my AFL. Do you want to tell us about growing up watching cricket, your favourite memories from cricket, and why you love it so much?
According to my dad, I actually was the first. I don't think he's seen any other infant or 3-year-old that has lasted a whole day watching Test cricket.
Oh wow! Yeah.
According to him.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think it was India Australia. That was 2007. Good Test match.
I don't remember that at all, bro.
It was a nice Test match. Yeah, it was nice. Growing up, watching cricket. I remember the first memory of me actually watching cricket was like when Mitchell Johnson scored 123. That was
South Africa.
In South Africa, that was a nice Test match, and I think Dale Steyn picked up a few wickets there. I love Dale Steyn. I love Amla. That South African squad was amazing.
Like the early 2010s, right? Or like late 2000s.
Yeah, 2010s to 2014.
AB de Villiers at number 4.
Yeah,
I love my cricket as well. Just obviously not as passionate, but yeah.
I love de Villiers. One of the only RCB player I like. But no, seriously. Then I started like playing cricket at home in the 1-bedroom apartment I lived in, and I thoroughly enjoyed that sport. I think it was the only sport I watched for the first few years.
From what ages, Tanish, do you remember?
From the age of 3 till the age of like
9 or 10.
Nah, 7 or 8.
So
around
like a
there.
solid 5.5 years thereabouts.
Yeah, and I grew up watching Mike Hussey.
Mr. Cricket, isn't he?
Yeah, Mike Hussey, my favourite player. Peter Siddle. Nathan Bracken was an absolute legend.
Peter Siddle was a North Melbourne supporter, did you know that?
Yes, I did. Loves his bananas, loves his cycles, Tour de France, and loves his North Melbourne players. Yeah. And also a big fan. I used to love watching. Like, not Haydos. I mean, Haydos before my time, but it was blokes like Cameron White, Shane Watson, all those guys, just great players. And then I started watching Indian cricket. So I moved on. I moved to Indian cricket. That's when I realized that I need to like expand it. So 2015 was the first time I actually watched India in Australia.
Okay. Yeah.
Before that, it was like 2012, India Pakistan in India, a bad series for India.
Yeah.
And 2014, India England in England, another bad series in the Test match. And that was a Test match. That one was an ODI. This is the Test match. But I watched India in Australia in 2015 during the World Cup. It was India, Pakistan, and Adelaide. That was a great Test match, and that was where Shikhar Dhawan scored himself 100. I think it was Kohli who scored 100.
Oh, Kohli, yeah.
Kohli scored 100. But my favorite player then was like MS Dhoni, who still is my favorite player. So Dhoni, Dhawan, Rohit Sharma, all these guys were absolute legends for me. Still are. Yeah. And from there, I also then started supporting India. And I had no idea that India won the World Cup on my birthday.
Did they?
Thanks to MS Dhoni. I was in Italy, so I was 6 years old in Italy for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
On my birthday, and I had no idea India won the World Cup until like 2 or 3 years later.
Oh wow!
But it was a fantastic victory. I will always keep that in my heart.
What year was this? Sorry, Tanish.
2011.
2011. I got you.
So from there, I loved watching cricket more, and I started playing cricket at an early age as well. Milo cricket, as everyone would in Australia.
Like a Vidos kick equivalent. Yeah.
And then Elstomik coach, under 12s, under 11 coach picked me at the age of 7 or 8. They wanted me because of my bowling and my batting, because I was an all-rounder back then.
Are you still an all-rounder or not so much?
No, I'm a bowler, but I'm trying to get back into my all-rounder kicks. I'm practicing my batting a lot.
You want to be like a bowling all-rounder, right?
I want to be a bowling all-rounder. But yeah, it's the problem these days is that I'm losing my passion for playing cricket because it hasn't been going well. But it's fine. I mean, things happen. I just got to get myself better.
Have you self-actualized and tried some new sports along the way, or not really?
Over the years, I used to play basketball in school because it was the only sport that I was good at.
Right.
In winter sport.
It's a good sport to be good at, though. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I was very short though for my.
Bit like a shooting guard or
team.
point guard is.
I was actually a point guard.
Point guard, yeah.
Yeah, I was a point guard.
Yeah.
But I also love badminton, pickleball, so I've been playing a lot of those.
That's good, man. Yeah. We'll
but
have
yeah.
hit sometime. If,
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But
And-
I will be playing like cricket still this season.
Yeah, no, good on you. I feel like it's important to keep following your sporting ambitions, like playing wise yourself as well, because it gives you that social outlet with your other cricketing mates, which you have. And you and Liam talk about like those mates who you both know, if that makes sense, like the alignment. Yeah, it's important. And with obviously cricket, there's other sports you're into as well. We might touch on tennis because the French Open's happening right now. It's Alcaraz and Sinner tonight. How did you find your passion for tennis growing up? Who was your idol growing up?
I mean, honestly, I don't remember how I found. Yeah, actually, when I started going for tennis practices, during school, I was alright at it. I mean, I did some training for a couple of years. I think I watched one game on TV. It was Roger Federer taking on Rafa Nadal. I don't remember which one it was.
They've played many times.
But I specifically remember that was a good game, but it was 2014 for me. That's when I started loving tennis, and I started loving Roger Federer.
Yeah, for sure.
And Roger Federer was literally my one of my heroes growing up. And I remember watching my parents the Australian Open. It's the only tournament I could watch because like back then I was not allowed to watch late night sport.
I can relate. I had a curfew, bro.
Me too.
Probably
Yeah,
did
we
as
all
well.
would have at that age.
Yeah.
But watching Roger, just the backhand serve, I actually had to basically learn how to play a good backhand because
You're one-handed backhand as well. Or?
I'm more of with table tennis I'm like a backhander. I always continuously do that, but with I'm a forehander.
Yeah, so you always swing around to your forehand. Yeah.
And I struggle with volleys a lot.
So do I, bro. Roger was so good at it, but like we tried to copy it, but it never worked. And my serve's pretty poor as well. But
I tried my best, and I finally learned how to do it, and it was really it was still difficult, but I never got to play like any tennis games. I just did some training, and watching Roger Federer was just like it's so smooth on TV.
He just made it look effortless. Yeah.
Just effortless, and Nadal as well. Nadal was superb to watch.
He was an intense player though, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Never gave up.
Never gave up. Won a lot of French Open finals.
14 Tanish.
14, yeah. And Leighton Hewitt is actually my Australian hero. Because I remember I watched the footy show in 2007. He was actually on the footy show, Leighton Hewitt, 2007.
You remember this and you were age 3. That's incredible.
Yeah. And I remember it was Leighton Hewitt, it was Nathan Brown, and it was Nathan Buckley, I think.
Oh, wow.
I think.
Buckley would have been in his final year of footy.
Yeah, it was his final year of footy. And then a year later was Shane Crawford's final year of footy.
The following year, right?
Following year. Yeah. And I remember Trevor Marmalade going at Leighton Hewitt. I didn't really understand the jokes back then, but when I watched the clips,
you rewatch it,
it's really funny.
Yeah.
But footy show was awesome to watch. Just tennis was just I'd consider tennis my second favorite sport. AFL,
it's mine as well.
Yeah, because AFL's not my second favorite sport. I only watch it because of the pies.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't care.
Is your third favorite sport? Would it be safe to say it's Formula One or?
Look, I'll be honest, I never got into Formula 1 until COVID started.
Yeah, well, that's still 5 years ago. You've been following it for the past 5 years.
Yeah, so I would say AFL was my third sport until I got into Formula 1. I started watching Formula 1 because of Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah.
And I supported Daniel Ricciardo wherever he went. He went to Red Bull for a few years, then he went off to Renault.
McLaren.
Then McLaren treated him... it didn't work out for McLaren. Then I started supporting McLaren and Daniel Ricciardo when he was at... When he was back at Red Bull, and then he went off to Vicab, and then after that it was just a massive downfall from when he went to Renault.
Yeah.
But when he went to Renault, then McLaren, it was a bad downfall, but it was unfortunate. I'd say he's like the best F1 driver in Australia to go down with no world championships.
Oh wow!
And then I supported McLaren, and that's when I liked Formula 1 a lot more, and then I could watch more races other than the Australian Grand Prix one, and. yeah, it's just nice to actually watch more than one sport and expand on it. Because at school I was only about cricket. Everyone knew me because of cricket.
Yeah.
But now everyone would know me still because of cricket, but like other sports too.
But on the sports desk, because of the tennis, the F1 as well, we know you
Yeah.
through that. And it's important as a sports journalist to know a heap of sports. So
Yeah.
if you get told to report on like netball or something, you know how to report on it, as you've probably
Yeah.
experienced with your internships. And
Oh,
do you want to touch on your internship quickly?
yeah. I mean, it's an odd one to be honest, because no one would expect me to do an internship in baseball, which is really funny because I even said that to myself when I first looked at the email. I was like, really? They actually gave me a job. So I won't lie to you. I actually don't really watch. I don't really focus on the game completely. I just
Yeah.
like look at the videos. Sorry, I look at the I record the video like of the batter and the pitcher, and I can't. I can analyze a lot of sports, but I can't analyze baseball.
Well,
So
you can, but you just got to work on it a bit more.
Yeah.
Can't's a tough word to put it in place.
yeah, it is very hard. So I try to just like write whatever I know, whatever scores I know. And I just send it off. The reels are very easy. Like
Yeah, because you're a content creator. You love that type of like content. Yeah.
other than that, baseball. I'm a Giants supporter in a way. We've been horrible the last few years. I got into it because of my cousin.
So with the Giants, you mean like
San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah. So my cousin got me into NBA and baseball, and I supported the Warriors because he told me I should, and I was like, yeah, I mean, sure, I like it, and I'm a big fan of Steph Curry.
Yeah.
So, and because of him, I started supporting it, and NBL, not NBL, baseball's an interesting one, though, but I'm not really into watching it anymore. I mean, I used to watch it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Wasn't a big fan of it, but
That's right.
I only like 4 or 5 sports.
Yeah. No, it's important to keep your top 3. I think focusing on 3 sports is really important, and then the like other ones, like for me, cricket, I still follow, but obviously you guys are the experts, so I'll leave it to you. But like with me and tennis, you know how passionate I am. So yeah, it's good that we have similar interests, and that's why we gel so well on Sportsdesk when we're covering the tennis or NBA a little bit as well. Forgot what I was going to ask you, but the French Open final. Obviously, Coco Gauff won, and I predicted her to win, which is good for me. You said Sabalenka, right?
I'm never predicting again. I just can't
You got with
predict.
Sinner Djokovic straight set win, right? And then
That's
I got
once in a while, man.
Alcaraz
That's once
one,
in a
right?
while. Yeah. No, my parents keep telling me on LinkedIn, go predict. I'm like, I cannot predict. If I predict, I get it wrong, and that is why I'm done. I just prefer analysis.
Yeah.
Look,
quickly, who do you think's going to win tonight, Sinner or Alcaraz in the men's French Open 2025?
I
final?
really hope it's Alcaraz. I'm a huge Alcaraz fan.
I'm a huge Sinner fan.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting though. But I think Alcaraz will win.
How many sets do you reckon?
He'll go to 4 sets.
Four sets, yeah, I agree,
he's been having trouble like
closing out games.
Yeah. He's dropped the first set, which you said actually.
Yeah, but he's a clay court expert because growing up in Spain, it's just clay courts, Tanish, and Sinner grew up skiing a lot, so he's missed that extra time that you need. Just as a journalist, as an athlete, like whatever you do, you need to have that time on court or time on keyboard or whatever. Like you get what I'm trying to say,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, awesome. It's interesting because obviously Alcaraz is mentally pretty tough, and so is Sinner. We're talking about mental health now. Obviously, I think June is Men's Mental Health Month. I've seen a few TikToks and Instagram reels on it. It's really important for both of us because we've gone through a lot of mental health challenges and navigated through them in our lives. How do you best manage your mental health, Tanish? What do you do like on a daily basis? Do you go on walks? Do you read books? Like, how do you keep your mind in a good place?
I make content.
Yeah.
So making content almost as much as I can really helps. Going to the gym as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Making myself like meals almost as much as almost every day.
So you enjoy
really helps.
cooking as well?
I love cooking. It's one of my favorite hobbies.
Yeah.
And basically just going like, I don't think I've been more busy the last 7 months of my life ever, because I've never been more busy than like the last 7 months of my life, because last 7 months of my life, last probably 7-8 months, I've been going out a lot.
just doing content, right?
Not just content, but I've been going to different uni events and
Yeah,
everything.
just expanding your network as well.
Expanding my network, and it's something I never done before. So it's like the first time I've been out a lot, and I've come back home, but I've gone out again.
Yeah.
Work's been fun too, but making content, just meeting friends and networking, it's just those are the things that keep you busy. Because if you don't do any of these things, then it's gonna go all down south again.
I love that. Yeah, you have to keep your mind busy. Yeah, that's important.
Yep.
And you see me like just keeping myself busy as well. That's just to improve my own mental health. And like you said, it's important to stay busy in a good way. Like not do too much, but not doing too little where you're doing nothing as well. Yeah, I love that. On a more lighter note, Tanish, funny stories. So we had that on Jez and Friends 5 years ago. We have that now. So do you have any funny stories from our friendship you want to share? Like pre-show on Sportsdesk, or like the time we went out with Liam for his 21st? Like any funny stories you just on the back of your head? Or I'll give you a bit of time to think as well. We'll cut this bit out. But, yeah.
Not recently, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, when we went to Liam's birthday and Collingwood just kept kicking goals and I just kept clapping on your face.
Oh.
I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it.
And we made a bet, so like if Tanish gets himself a Collingwood scarf, like I'll happily wear the scarf, because I shook his hand and said, "Oh, if North Melbourne win, you wear the North Jersey. If we lose, I'll wear the Collingwood."
You and Justin really need to stop making bets.
Yeah, I know, we need to stop, and our teams are 16th and 17th on the ladder, so we probably should stop. Yeah,
but
it's good fun though. Like
it is
the banter.
It is really fun.
Yeah.
I love banter, but one of the funniest things I've ever been involved in. This was actually in a cricket game.
Yeah.
Actually, there's two. I remember one. I wasn't scoring enough runs in the 2018-2019 season.
Yeah.
I think I scored about 6 or 7, 8 golden ducks.
Oh no.
It was really bad. Bowling was fine. As usual.
Yeah.
But I remember my dad's like scolding me, and he's like telling me, if you don't score any runs in the next game, we're not going to take you to any of your own games because it's a waste of our money. I'm like, really? That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I've had a similar experience with my dad. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I was like laughing because I was like, really? That's funny. Okay. And I told it to my coach, who never really liked me at all, to be honest with you. Because he didn't find me an interesting person.
Yeah.
And also I was beyond the age of like playing junior cricket at the time, because I was like a year older than the guys. And I remember this was the funniest thing. So he said that, my dad said that, and I was like, okay. So I did my usual practice, and on Friday junior cricket, I opened the batting. With my mate.
That's some pressure there, Tanish.
Yeah, there was pressure. I was going up against one of my former teammates who played for Caulfield.
Oh wow.
And shout out to him, because the boys told me that if I ever dropped a catch of his batting, then then I'd have to like run a couple of laps and all that.
Yeah.
And I ended up taking the catch, but that's not really the point. When I opened the batting, I started well, couple of runs here and there, just 2 of like 24 deliveries here and there.
Yeah.
And then I start scoring 18.
Oh, wow.
So I retire at 10.
Yeah.
And I come back and I'm hitting like 2 boundaries.
2 boundaries, yeah.
2 boundaries.
Get you to 18. Yeah.
That gets me to 18, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be nice. This is a nice save for my career, you know.
Yeah. And
I get there, and I'm dropped like 2 or 3 times. I should have been out like twice. I ended up being 18 not out in the end.
Oh wow.
And my dad looks at it, he's like, well done, mate. Good stuff. I'm like, oh jeez, thanks. Now 18 was enough, I guess.
Yeah.
But then I remember in another club match, we needed 5 runs to win. I was batting 7. We needed 5 runs to win. 3 balls to go. I smack it. I miss it a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's going straight to the fielder. And last one, I'm just something very stupid, and I reverse sweep the ball into the stumps. And we're all out. And that's not as bad as one of the other times when I was on strike. I hit a couple of boundaries. Actually, Forget that game. That game was basically not my fault. I had to run out like two blokes to bring the one guy who was on 30, and we lost the game somehow.
Oh, shit.
But I remember this was the game where we were chasing 105 and we got bowled out for 99.
Fuck.
So I don't know how that happened, but I basically hit one on the other end. I'm hoping this guy was not trying, and he glances it and gets bowled on the leg side, and I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
He's like, shut up. He tells me to shut up. Yeah. He's a bit like Wayne Carey, that bloke.
Oh, damn. Yeah, so not a good human being.
No, in this case, it's a very funny human being.
Yeah, okay. Got you. Comical a little bit.
But other than that, there are other funny things that have happened actually. There's one more funny thing, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, go for it, bro. Yeah. Floor's yours.
Yeah, so I was with my best mate and his family, and my family were there in South Bank. And we were parkouring around South Bank. It was easy, good level, easy stuff. And then there was a big wall. There was a big wall that was there. And considering he's tall, he actually managed to climb that wall and sit on it. And then he got down.
Yeah.
When I try, because I'm short. I'm older than him, but I'm short.
Yeah.
And when I try to do it, I failed instantly. And as a joke, the police are behind me.
Yeah.
And they're not very happy, and they're just
shit.
and I got so scared I actually just decided to retreat and fall back.
Yeah.
And then I was like hiding behind my parents.
Oh, shit.
And they were all laughing, and so
how
were
old
the
were
police.
you when you
I was like 15.
Oh, 15.
I was like 15, so I was like, shit, this is not good.
Shit. Yeah, right.
And I think that's the funniest thing my parents have ever been involved in, and I was involved in. But there was worse. It was really funny, that one.
Yeah. No, awesome. Like, you've got some funny tales to tell, and I'm sure the listeners and viewers will love, you sharing those stories. And I'm sure next time we get you on, like, down the road, we'll have some more funny stories in common to share. Now, shout outs, Tanish. Who do you want to shout out on the podcast, and who do you want to see on Just Journos? Like, if you had to pick one or two guests to hop on, maybe some Sportsdesk members, who would you throw under the bus?
Shout out to Clive Palmer. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Shout out to Eddie. No. Let's see. Shout out. I really want to see Liam on the podcast.
He's a tough cookie to crack,
tough
mate.
one.
Yeah.
I really want to learn more about how his life is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a quiet fella. He's a quiet.
But once you get him talking, he can talk for ages.
Absolutely.
All journalists are.
Yeah. But I really want to see Liam on the podcast, and I want to see more of Jason on the podcast.
Oh, Jason will be a tough one as well.
Jason's going to be good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And like to finish off, Tanish, I get each guest on Just Journos to create their own segment. So the floor is yours. We're happy to cut this bit out and take some time. But what's your segment to show the listeners and viewers? What do you want to talk about?
I just like talking about like entertainment. Movies and shows. Yeah. I love watching movies. I love watching shows. Yeah. Last night I watched Harry Potter and the Prisoners of Azkaban on 9Gem.
Is that the third one?
That's the third one.
Got you. Yeah, there you go.
It is. Yeah. It was so good to watch again and again. Yeah. I'll tell you what. I don't think a lot of people will agree.
You go. Yeah.
Harry Potter for my top three best franchises are Harry Potter, Peaky Blinders, and Marvel.
Ooh.
Sorry, so not Peaky Blinders. Star Wars. Star Wars is my
Star Wars, I'll rate that, yeah.
Star Wars, not Peaky Blinders.
See, Yoda's one of my decals on my Crocs I'm wearing.
Oh,
yeah. Who's your favourite Star Wars character?
Han Solo.
Han Solo
is my favourite Star Wars
pick
character.
as well, yeah. Mine is Yoda, obviously, yeah. What's your favourite Harry Potter book or movie?
My favourite book... I can't go past... because it's also my favourite movie. I can't go past Half-Blood Prince. It's really, really good.
Which one's that one again, sorry?
That's the second. That's number 6.
Oh, number 6, yeah. Mine's over there, Tanish, for Order of the Phoenix. Number 5, because that's when the series turns and gets darker, if that makes sense, yeah.
I don't mind Order of... It's not my favourite. It gets really, like... in the movies it gets really boring.
I love a book, so books are better than a movie sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
Books are much better because it actually gets much more darker in the book than it does in the movies.
Yeah, for sure.
Because in the movies, it gets dark because Voldemort's inside his body.
Yeah.
But it just gets quite boring because his main role is to like teach all the students Patronus charms and how to and create Dumbledore's army. Because Umbridge really got me pissed off in that movie. I really hate it. I hate Umbridge.
Yeah.
And Filch, those two guys. I don't mind Filch, but those two annoy me. But
yeah,
I could talk about Harry Potter all day. I could talk about it all day.
We'll save it for another day.
No, yeah.
To finish off, my last question to you, Tanish, is back to Harry Potter, because we've been going on a tangent with it. Have you done a Harry Potter IQ test, and what house have you been allocated if you were to be?
Yeah, I have done an IQ test. I've done a house
house test. Yeah, what house are you?
I'm actually surprisingly not in Gryffindor.
Oh, I'm Gryffindor. You probably could tell, yeah.
Yeah. I could.
To an extent, yeah.
I mean, second time I did it, I got into Gryffindor, but they chose they picked me in Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I see myself more of a Gryffindor guy than I'd see myself a Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw's blue house, right? No, yeah, because Hufflepuff's yellow, Slytherin's green.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue house. That's all right. Yeah. As long as I feel like people feel bad if they get put in Slytherin, because it's like the dark side of like magic and all that.
Yeah, but it depends on who you are, really. I mean, if you
true.
read The Cursed Child, one of Harry Potter's kids is not that dark.
Yeah,
He went
true.
to Slytherin.
Yeah.
But
it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, Tanish. It's always a pleasure chatting to you. I look forward to every week spending time with you, on Radio Sportsdesk. And my parents, you're like their favourite presenter, or like Liam's obviously up there, but you as well. They love just the content you throw around and, just who you are as a person.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
You've seen with my mum how she loves listening to you, yeah.
That's nice. That's nice to know.
Yeah. Do you have any final words you want to say?
No, yeah, I do. I'm very glad to be on this podcast. I'm usually the one asking people questions, but being on the receiving end, it's nice to see you do this podcast, and it's nice to see you, just do everything, just
keep pushing,
keep pushing on, and keep doing what you got to do to stay healthy, mentally, physically.
Yeah, no,
and I love having you around as well. You're a fine fella.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nish.
So yeah, it's good to be on here, and thank you very much.
No, always a pleasure, mate.